Hi guys, I wanted to talk about preparation for HSCT. It is a huge endeavor, a humongous task. Seems very overwhelming. It is very overwhelming. Lots of money is required. So I just wanted to give a few tips. Like I said, trying to create some transparency for this process. I want people to know that it is doable and it's attainable, and maybe, if we can get more people on board, more people traveling out of country for HSCT, maybe we'll get a big enough audience that can kind of put some pressure on the medical fields here in the U.S. and make it available, because it's such an answer to so many things. And so, first and foremost, you are going to have to contact the facility where you think you want to get your treatment done. I personally would recommend Russia. I've heard only good things about the facility in Moscow. I've had great success. I haven't heard anything negative about their facility. Dr. Fedorenko, he's got immense amounts of experience, and also Anastasia is there. She's the angel of HSCT. I just saw her profile picture the other night, and it warmed my heart and made me feel even more that HSCT is the answer. If you are going to Russia, then you're going to, number one, contact Anastasia. She will walk you through the whole process. She's been through HSCT herself, and from what I can tell, is pretty much the backbone of the process. So contact her. She will walk you through, tell you what you need to do, get you your date, get you approval, and then she'll get you in touch with Travel Assist, who is going to be corresponding with you as far as getting your visa, your travel preparations, and your transport to and from the airport to the hospital, etc., etc. So what else? What else do you need to do to get ready for this? I can tell you all day long that HSCT is the answer for you, but you really have to do your own research. Research. I want to say that I just stopped researching, but that's not even true. I mean, I'm still looking at stuff all the time. And that will really help you, number one, make a decision, but number two, I feel that attitude and mindset plays a enormous role in this process and in recovery. And like I said, it's a big deal, and it's the rest of your life. So definitely worth a Google. You'll get more comfortable and more sure of your decision the more you research it. And it's not always a miraculous recovery. As we all know, everyone with MS has a different experience and a different cocktail of symptoms. It's awesome. So recovery and the effect that HSCT has on you is not going to be the same as the next person, but it's the best option, I feel, that you have. I'm saying I will be happy if the disease is just halted, but any relief to any of these symptoms that I have, to fatigue, heat intolerance, balance, bladder issues, everything, anything, if it gives me anything back, that's better than nothing, right? So contacted Anastasia, you're doing your research, you need to join social media groups. As soon as I heard about HSCT, I knew that I had to get it. And from that point, I joined the Facebook groups. I requested access to the Russia HSCT Facebook group as well as the Mexico. And that was a great source of information for me. Just seeing people's experiences, seeing people's questions that maybe I didn't even think about asking, and also add your friends and family to those groups. Anyone that is in your corner and is going to be helping you in your recovery, they need to be added to those groups too, just so that they can see what's going on and so that they can have as much information as you do. So add the groups, add your family to those groups, and then search those groups if you have any questions that you don't. Did I say go to the files? That is a very important thing. So get added to the groups and then immediately go to the files once you're approved, because a lot of your questions will be answered there. But if you don't see the answer, just go to the top of the group and search within that group, and most likely someone else has already asked the question. So for instance, I said this to one of my family members the other day, and then I was like, oh wait, did I just make that up? And so I went into the Facebook group and I searched for it, vodka baths. And sure enough, there were tons of questions and posts that had already been put up regarding those. And so that's a great tool to use. It's pretty unlikely that you're going to think of a question that somebody hasn't asked. So, and then you should also find groups that will aid in your recovery process. So I added the MS Gym, which is a great resource, and it's very helpful whether you're getting stem cell or not, just in dealing with your crazy body that has MS. I added a group for the neutropenic diet. So that's what I'll have to be on during treatment and for a while after I get back. Because, you know, once you have HSCT, you're brand new. You're like a newborn. Have to be really, really careful. So once you get your date and you have your funds, you need to go ahead and knock out your doctor's appointments. Go to a general practitioner if you feel the need to. Pay a visit to the neurologist. Need to get a hematologist. And, you know, basically anything that you think might need to be checked up on. Go to your womanly appointment and things like that, just so that you are in as fit of a state as possible. I've already met with my new hematologist, and she has taken blood work and already set my appointment for after HSCT. Get that out of the way. Let them know what your plan is. Yesterday I went to the dentist. It was one of those things that I had just kind of let go and hadn't been, and so I just wanted to make sure everything was clean in there, everything was good, didn't have any big issues to worry about before I went. Just do everything possible so that when you get back from treatment, all of your energy is focused on getting well. Prepare your loved ones is also a note that I made. I was thinking more about my fur babies. Like I said, I don't have any children, so they are my kids, and they're very dependent because mom has been home a lot and they've spent a lot of time with me. I think I'm going to get them a little kitnip box, maybe right before I leave, just to give them a little treat, make them happy. And then before I get back, my mom will make sure that they have their shots, are clean, nails trimmed, and everything, so that when I get back, I can love on my babies. So the last thing I will mention is to mentally prepare yourself. You know that there are going to be bad days. It involves chemo, which is horrible, and you just need to prepare yourself that is going to happen, because when it does, I don't want you to fall into a funk thinking that HSCT wasn't worth it. I've seen people comment on the Facebook groups like, is this normal? Like I had a recurrence of some symptoms, and it's called the HSCT roller coaster for a reason. There are going to be great days. There are going to be bad days. I've looked at it like a complete change of life for me. You know, I'm going to have to turn into that super healthy chick. You know, that's going to be me. And I'm excited to be that way. I feel like I've had a good run at eating what I wanted and not being the healthiest. And so I'm ready. I'm ready to make that change. It will not be a breeze from this point. You're going to have to work. And as long as you know that and you're ready for that and you're prepared and you're ready to work, I'm so ready to work. I think HSCT will work wonders for you. So I plan on doing another video probably right before I leave, kind of a part 2 for this video, with anything that maybe I forgot or anything additional that I have had to do from this point until I leave. And I really hope that this helps people. I really just hope this makes this whole process seem a little more manageable for people that are interested. And I hope that it inspires other people that didn't even know that this was an option. So anyways, see you guys next time.